The first 30 days of the new store are over. 61,000 euros in total sales. And in this video, I'm going to show you everything that I have learned over the past 30 days, which made me go from absolute zero to doing over 61,000 euros with my new store. And I will tell you everything and every detail, basically for the targets that I've set for myself right now, which will make me generate over 200k per month in the next 30 days. At least that is my goal. So let's dive into it. As you can see my dashboard right now, I have been able to generate over 61,000 euros in total sales with this new store, based on almost 1,000 orders starting from absolute zero. So if we take the 29th of October, you'll see absolutely nothing, no data at all, just a few visits from myself to actually see if the store of course was working. Since the 30th of October, when we launched, I did in total 3 orders, which resulted in 119 in sales. As of right now, I have been able to generate a bit over 60,000 euros in total sales, and the month has not been ended yet. Today is the 30th of November, and in the next 30 days I have set new targets for myself. But it is super important to know, of course, what basically have been my lessons that I've learned and how can you actually benefit from this. So in this video I will show you in a nutshell what lessons I've learned, what made me go from absolute zero to doing basically 60,000 euros in total sales in my first 30 days. And I will show you everything, just as transparent as I have been with this store. I will show you everything you need to know in order to generate the same kind of results for yourself if you want it. So I basically made a document which I'm going to open up right now. But first I want to show you basically the wins and also some of the big lessons I have learned. For example, today I am only at 2,000 euros in total sales, almost a 2% conversion, and that's basically because I made a huge mistake yesterday. This mistake has basically been that I forgot to top up my agency account, which resulted in only 2,000 euros over an entire day with 1.6% conversion, because as you can see the sessions, it's basically stopped. My Facebook ads stopped like immediately after 6 a.m. in the morning because I forgot to top up my agency account, which resulted in no more people actually being directed to my store. And that was a huge mistake because I was super focused on my new targets that I set for myself for the upcoming 30, 60 and 90 days, which I will be showing you in a second. But with that being said, it is just super important and also a lesson to always make sure that you also live in the moment right now and do the things you need to do right now instead of only focusing on the things you will be doing maybe in 60, 90 days from now. So with that being said as well, full transparency, don't focus on your first 100,000 euros in sales in the first 30 days if you just start basically with dropshipping. I can tell you for most people, it's not going to happen, okay? For some people it can be, but just make sure for yourself that, of course, you want to be very optimistic, but also realistic. Because in your first 30 days, you will have a lot of failures, you will have a lot of wins, and based on those failures, you can build to actually stack up more wins and to eventually win, right? And right now, I've basically done in 30 days, 60,000 euros in sales. That's also why I can tell you in the next 30 days, my goal is to hit 200,000 euros with this store. Then after that, my goal will be 300,000 euros in the next 60 days and then 500,000 euros per month. So those are my goals, which I will be showing you in a few seconds with the steps that I will take in order to get there. But just a few lessons I've learned along the way to just show you based on the actual data is the following. So if we take a look at the entire time frame of 30 days, you'll see here there's a big gap. And this gap has been the exact same mistake I made as the gap that I got yesterday. Because I forgot to top up my agency account. This was over the weekend and I didn't fill up the bank account, which basically resulted just before Black Friday that I was not able to advertise, which resulted in not being able to test new products in order to actually scale Black Friday even more. As you can see, during Black Friday in 4 days, I did 17,000 euros in sales with over 266 orders. This could have been way more, I can tell you. But I don't dwell on it because I know what I've done wrong basically, and what I'm going to do right now in order to actually get towards my new targets. And these are just some very important lessons along the way that I've learned in order to actually get towards this number eventually, which is still, don't get me wrong, very good. Okay, so I'm going to give you like a few pillars that I have learned, what I have done that you can implement as well. Okay, as you have seen my videos maybe earlier, you know exactly how I do product research, right? If you have not seen it yet, just take a look at this first video of this entire series. In there you will see exactly what I have done in order to actually find my winning products and how you can literally steal my strategies. Okay, this is how I find my winning products. So just take a look at this video, and based on that, always focus on at least 15 euros profit per product sold, excluding the ad spend. This is just like the foundation you need to lay for yourself in order to actually build on. If you have only a product that you can sell for 4 euros or $4, you will never ever be able to scale towards these numbers with profits, because it's just super hard to maintain basically being profitable while you're spending like that much maybe in ad spend. So it's super important that you don't cut yourself in your own fingers. And that's also what I'm going to show you right now, why my average order value has been 74 euros. This will be able to help me spend more over an entire, let's say, frame of 30 days on Facebook and still remaining profitable with an average order value of 64 over 30 days, right? So that's super important to know. Also, with keeping in mind, if you use the bundle apps that I used in my earlier video, in video 2, then you know exactly what I have done for the bundles that you can implement as well with the store that I basically gave away in order to do exactly the same. Okay, so with that being said, my targets, as I said, in the next 30 days, and I will document everything and you can just copy my strategies along the way, is 200,000 in the next 30 days. 60 days is 300k per month, and in the next 90 days I want to generate 500,000 euros per month. And these are the 3 main pillars how I'm actually going to realize this. Okay, so as I said, the first pillar is going to be product research, right? Because without having a good product, you will never be able to generate good profits, because you just don't have the products to do so. Second, Facebook ads mastery, the campaign setup. In the next video, I will also show you how you will actually be able to basically scale with your ads, plus how I have done it so far as well with ABOs. Okay, so right now I'm going to tell you how we do it with CBOs. In CBO campaign structure is basically that you're going to give Facebook the spend on a fixed amount that you will set for yourself per day, and they will spend it across basically their platform using their algorithm. So it's super important that to fully rely on your pixel with the right data, if you've already gathered some, in order to find your right audience. That's why I always use with CBOs just one ad set, broad targeting. With that I mean basically that there is no interest going to be involved. Okay, you're just going to have basically 3 levels, which is going to be first your campaign level, which will be CBO. Then your ad set level will be just broad targeting, no interest at all that you're going to target. Even though you might have a product that actually might resonate with a specific audience, you can fully rely on the strength of the algorithm of Facebook. If that doesn't work, watch my next video as well, which will be uploaded soon. And in that video, I will show you exactly how I will also how I have set up my own campaigns so far, by actually taking you with me in the actual campaigns and showing you how I've been able to also scale with EBO campaigns. Okay. The third one is the ad creatives. I always use 3 images or videos and 1 carousel plus 1 ad copy. This equals 3 ad creatives. If you're into fashion, I can tell you, you should always, like not always, but 99% of the times you can rely on just images, because you don't need any explanation with your products. If you have a product that actually needs explanation, by having a product that that's not directly clear what the product does, or what wow factor or what benefit your product has in order to let's say have your customer make the purchase, it is super important to show them with videos why they will benefit from your product. Okay. And lastly, in carousel, this is just multiple videos or like say images that you can use in order to tackle different maybe pain points of your customer, depending on what product you have, or if you have fashion, to maybe use different variants and to see which variant works the best in order to also sell the most of, and from there on create a new campaign with only that winning creative. And we just use one ad copy, and I can recommend you just use your competitors' ad copies because those have been proven to work. As this series is going to be a bit longer, and I'm going to show you this basically roadmap towards the 500k per month as well, I will tell you in the next videos, I will also explain my team building structure, okay, my pillar. This is super essential. Like, one of the main principles which will allow me to actually generate 500,000 per month is by having just a proper team in place. I will never ever be able to scale towards these numbers if I do everything on myself. And it's not by just thinking about, okay, you know, what do I need to spend on, let's say, a good proper team? You need to look at it from a way of what basically can my team do from basically me, which will set me free from those tasks so you can focus more on your higher return on investment tasks. You will buy back your time with that basically principle, plus you just buy more time by just having a team in place which will be doing the stuff you need to do in order to, you know, get towards those numbers. Because you can simply not buy more time, guys. It is super essential, and in the next videos I will show you how you can build this 7-figure team, how I have done it, and basically everything that you need to know. Just to tell you now as well, in the first 30 days to actually generate these results, we just got another order. Basically, there are a few things that actually help me, and that's already the team that I have built. Just full transparency. First, I have a Shopify lister who basically lists my products on the store, so I don't need to do that, don't need to write any product descriptions or whatever. She's going to create the ad copy as well, which she will be basically referring to our ad creator. And the ad creator is just going to basically create the full, like, the image ads that I will use for the exact same campaign that we will generate. Then after that, the ad creator, is going to forward that towards my media buyer. So those are, let's say, the 3 people I have right now, besides the customer service, because I don't want to spend any time on a task that won't generate you too much of, let's say, investment in return, right? So customer service is the main thing you need to, of course, delegate, okay? So besides the customer service, I have a Shopify lister, I have a ad creator, and I have a media buyer. I just do product research myself, and this is something I will delegate in the next 30 days as well, which I will be doing with you together, and I will show you how you can do that as well. And that's why I will tell you, I will show you everything you need to know in order to actually build it, how you can basically literally copy my strategies in order to use what kind of, let's say, job description and job post you need to create in order to attract the right people, and how you can filter out basically the people you don't want to have in your team in order to just generate more profits. Because the quicker you do this, the easier it is going to be for you to scale up with the team that's already in place and with the culture that you will build. So with that being said, this is everything that you need to know from this point. I will take you with me on this journey towards these numbers. So a lot of more great videos will be coming up for you. I will document everything, will leave nothing behind, as you know from me. And yeah, I'm super excited to show everything to you. So with that being said, if you have any questions about this entire series, about specific things in this series, or maybe you're struggling with something right now in your own store, just let me know in the comments or hit me up in the Instagram DM, which I'll be basically pull up a link in the description. And from that point, you can ask me anything you want. I will be like complete transparency in order to help you also generate these numbers. So with that being said, I'm super excited to show you guys the rest of basically my principles as well in the next videos. And yeah, I'm super excited to see where we are going. So have an amazing day ahead, and then we see each other in the next video.